ovations, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Terrapins headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Out wide right, it's Craver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll try the left side. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Craver. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They want to run it left here. Good, strong tackle.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
plows his way ahead. He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had zero success. It's fourth down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Got a little space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside, it's Edwards. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got him back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lets it fly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been run.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. There's so many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Williams.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the option. Looking for an alley. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too, nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Reed to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Washington. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Sees a crease. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Reed. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Turning it on. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. And he's still running after the move. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the right. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Reed. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Edwards. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Reed. Right side, it's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play action with Reed. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Owens. Got a little grass, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Driving forward, it's Edwards. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Reed rushes on, and it's a sack.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Washington. Look out! Out wide left, it's Fleming. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durr. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fresh set of downs going up top. They get to him as he throws. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job.
Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He'll do it himself. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. bring it back from inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and the return unit doing its job. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Reed to throw. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Out wide right, it's Durham. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Caught its Webb. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Running inside, it's Williams. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Manning. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Reed. They're all over it. Left side is Horton. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Horton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Hits inside, it's Edwards. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Webb.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he makes the extra point. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Turns it upfield. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Reels it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
2nd and long here. On the delay, it's Smith. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Terrapins! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
On the return, it's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On the move. He stopped.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes the catch on the right side. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quick give, it's Smith. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Reed. Right side, it's Edwards. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits the hole. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Left side is Craver. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it. Turning it on. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Looking to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's loose. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
From deep, it's Bussey. He stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Horton. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
He'll be dropped.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch. It's Craven. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think
a shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Again, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Reed. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Texas A&M going quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Throwing Reed. Stepping to the right. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get...
Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Deflected near the end zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Making the adjustment. Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drops back. It's Washington. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.